Hi, Harold. It's Dee Wallace. Wow, some interesting questions here. I have never, fortunately, been close to death. A lot of my loved ones have. I do believe in paranormal, but not in the way that most people understand it. I know that everything is energy, and we create manifestation from energy by our thoughts, our beliefs, and our feelings. So if we want to see ghosts, we will see ghosts. I do believe that energy lasts forever, that energy connects with other energy talks to other energy. I've spoken to many people on the other side. So yes, but in a qualified way. And then my advice to help people through, how did you put it? Little moments of weakness. Yeah, is always love. It's always love, sweetheart. And especially self-love. The more you love yourself and know your self-worth and know that you're magnificent and important in this world, that there is a reason for you to exist, that'll get you through absolutely anything. Thanks for these very thought-provoking questions. I really loved them. And happy 2023.
Hi, Harold Sullivan. Kristina Klebe from Halloween here. I am giving a shout out to the Sullivan Project podcast. I am also here to tell you that I definitely not only believe in the paranormal and supernatural, but I have certainly experienced it, especially one time down in Savannah, Georgia, where I thought I would not get out of a hotel room alive if I stayed there another night. I have also been very close to death a couple of times, and although I'm not going to get into the numerous experiences I've had, I was definitely saved by something, and I would say that that was by speaking to a higher power of some sorts, whether that's energy or whatever one might think that is, by reaching out to that and asking for help or survival, or making sure that my intention was known, that I did not want to die. And our intentions are extremely powerful. So when in a moment between life and death, you think, well, I actually want to live, and you very strongly put that out into the universe listens, or whoever or whatever is the higher power will listen. I also believe that if you're having a moment of weakness, making sure and just reminding yourself that tomorrow's a new day, taking it one day at a time is really important. And also going into nature, communing with nature, hugging trees, whether you're in a big city or in the forest, works wonders. I hope you have a great day and take care of yourself.
Harold, hello. This is Malcolm McDowell. How nice to talk to you via Cameo, and great. I'm thrilled that you have a podcast, the Sullivan Project podcast. How interesting that your first question should be, do I believe in the paranormal or the supernatural? Well, the answer of that is, of course, I do. I mean, there are many instances that one hears about, but also a few that I've actually experienced myself. And it was interesting that you said, have you ever had a near-death experience? And I had to think, but yes, when I was 4 or 5 years old, I was drowning off a beach in Bridlington, Yorkshire. And I was paddling, but got in a wave, went down. And literally, I remember my life short that it was, passing before my eyes. And suddenly, and it wasn't, it wasn't a really a nasty experience. Actually, it was quite pleasant, I think, as far as I remember. But suddenly my aunt, Terry, managed to pluck me out of it and pulled me out, and I started gasping for breath. And that's when I think I was frightened and shocked and started to wail as a 4-year-old would. But I remember to this day, that's well over 70 years ago, how incredible is that? And then you ask my advice, if I have any advice, for someone having a small moment of weakness. Well, let me tell you. This, by the way, is from Harold. You know, dear old Harold Sullivan. Good, okay. Wonderful. This is to Harold from Harold. Good for you, Harold. Treat yourself, why don't you? Anyway, let's get back to the question, which was, any advice for someone having a small moment of weakness? Well, now it depends on the weakness you're talking about. If it doesn't do any harm to anyone, then why not? Give into it. Relish it. Dive in. Enjoy. Have that guilty little pleasure. But if it's something that has consequences, then, just get your walking shoes on and go and have a good 40-minute walk. Walks are great places to think about things. I always think. And that's what I do. Anyway, listen, Harold, all the very, very best. Thank you for the interesting questions about the podcast thing, the supernatural. That's really cool. Anyway, take care. All the best. Bye-bye.